Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a Subby Made Me Buy It Volume 4. Y'all, okay, as I look around at these products, it has never been clearer to me where I get my good stuff. And I'm just going to jump right into this. These are great products, and I'm going to start with one of my favorites. Janice Bauer and Leslie Riles both told me, y'all both told me to try the Laura Geller Baked Bronze and Brighten. Y'all, I've been using this for several months. It's one of my favorite bronzers. I use this when I want to look tan. This just makes me look like I have an actual suntan. Never makes me look muddy. It literally makes me look like I've been to the beach for a week. So I love this. Hold on, I'll swatch a little on my finger. That. It is just a nice bronzer. Okay, next, Amy Rawls asked me if I had ever tried a Lancome Liner. And if you watch me, you know how I feel about these. I love them. The first one I picked up was a brown one in black coffee. It's just a nice dark brown. It's brown, almost black, but not as harsh. I picked up a moss, and this is an earthy green, and I love this with the In Bloom. With purples, I don't often wear an earthy green, but I want to. I love that. And then I picked up this Grease Noir, and I got this. It's a gray. It's a gray, almost black, but softer for sure. With all these cool palettes that are out right now, I use this just about daily. They're not too soft. They're not too hard. I can wear them on my upper lash line. I can also wear them down here. Just about daily. Okay, next, Vintage Jane asked me if I had ever tried the Cuddly oils. It is a lovely oil, and I can spray a little bit on the ends of my hair. I can spray a little bit on my shoulders. I can mist my whole body with it. I love this. This has a nice soft scent to it, and it is beautiful. Okay, next, Julie Cluster asked me if I had ever tried a Clarins toner. I had not. I was at CVS one day. They had Clarins. I love this so much. I love the scent of this, and it does return the balance to my skin very nicely. But the smell, it keeps me coming back for more. I loved this one so much, I got it for dry skin. This one's for dry skin, this one's for normal, and I love them both. Okay, next, Amy Demedici asked me if I had ever tried the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial. And I'm loving the weekly acids, the stronger acids, and I've always just been curious about this. I love the way this makes my skin look. It makes it nice and pink, of course, and then the next day, I just like the way it makes my skin look. So this was a splurge, and so I alternate this with my ordinary one to make this one last longer, and I love them both, but I wouldn't want to give this one up. I love it. Okay, next, Marie Diana asked me if I had ever tried the Neutrogena oil in the light sesame formulation. Told me I needed to try that. So I did, and I love this. I will tell you who really loves this, my husband. He has very dry skin in the wintertime, so we keep this in the shower and we both use it. I love this like I used to in the 80s use Johnson's baby oil. I like to stay a little bit damp and then put this on and then towel dry. Very nourishing, makes my skin feel nice and soft, and then I don't have to put on a lotion because I'm not the best about lotions after my shower. But I do want the moisture, and this is so nice for that. Then Lori Arnold asked me if I'd ever tried the Dr. Teal's Lavender Body Oil. I love lavender. I love the Dr. Teal's Lavender Bath Gel, and I love this too. Lavender is just supposed to be nice and relaxing, helps you sleep. This has a nice, strong lavender scent. I find it nice and relaxing, very moisturizing. I love this. Okay, next, y'all, this is big. Lee Makeup Rookie asked me if I had ever tried the John Frieda Mousse. Fell in love with this. I'm using this exclusively. I have backups of the Got To Be, the Clairol Herbal Essences. This is all I want to use. I get a noticeable volume with this without it being stiff at all. This may be my all-time absolute top mousse I have ever used before. Luxurious volume. It doesn't make it feel stiff. It's nice and healthy feeling, but I get a ton of volume, and I'm like, where is that coming from? I can't feel this on my hair. I love this. Okay, next, Kelly Joy asked me if I had ever tried the Essence Lash Primer. Y'all, we need a moment of silence. This has absolutely knocked every single other thing off of my lash primer radar. I have 2 backups of the Koki. I love that too, and I'm going to use it, but I will come back to this. This is going to end up being my long-term love. There's just no reason to try anything else, and I've been using this for over a month. It's still nice and fresh after a month. It's still making my eyelashes huge. This makes huge eyelashes. It is a very inexpensive risk for you, I believe, under $5. This is greatness. Okay, next, Lindsay Putz and Peepers asked me if I had ever tried the MAC Blackberry and Hoax shadows. Because with green eyes, I was saying I don't have a lot of purple eyeshadows and I needed them. She told me to try these. They're beautiful. These are like earthy purples. This one is the Blackberry and this one is the Hoax. And they're just nice earthy purples. That's the Hoax. That is a beautiful transition shade. I love it. It's that one. That one's coming across earthier on camera than it is in real life. It is an earthy purple. These are beautiful with a smoky palette, like the Urban Decay Smoky or the Sultry palette. Beautiful to add a little earthy purple to it. Beautiful. Next, the Night Owl 9 told me that I needed to try the Physicians Formula Spotlight. So I did and fell in love with it. I love a good primer from the drugstore, y'all. And this one is nice. Very luminous, creamy. Look how much that spreads. One tiny dot would do half of my big face. Just adds a perfect amount of luminosity underneath something that's too matte. I love that. Okay, next, Melrose 795 asked me if I'd ever tried the Dorchester Rose Rimmel Gloss. Okay, if you are new here, I love the Rimmel glosses. They are glossy without being sticky. I don't know how they do that, and this is the perfect pinky nude with some silvery shimmer. This does have a silver shimmer to it, kind of like the Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar. It's beautiful. I'll put a little on for you. This reminds me of the Blushing Belgraves that has been stolen from me. I need to replace. They remind me of each other. Hold on, I'll put a little bit of this on. Just a beautiful gloss. These Rimmels, I'm going to start collecting these. Okay, next. Peridot. It's spelled P-E-R-I-D-O-T. I believe that's Peridot. Told me I needed to try the Huda Beauty in Sugar Cookie. This is my favorite under eye setting powder I have ever tried. I also like it all through the center of my face. It is blurring, it's brightening, it doesn't cake up under there. They have it in all different colors. This one's white because for my pasty skin and everything oxidizes on me, it is just perfect. I love the Huda baking powder. I'm surprised. I thought it would feel heavier and it's a beautiful powder. Okay, next, Charlene Higby told me I needed to try the Milani Make It Dewy. I love this setting spray so much. I used it this morning when I was testing out a foundation. I already knew it was too matte, and this helped so much. When I don't want something as heavy as the dewy spray, this just adds a nice glow. Now, I do it on a beauty blender because I don't like uncontrolled dewiness, but if you're dry, I would give this one a try. I love that. Okay, next I have a few lifestyle. The first one, Susan W. Tell me about these real good pizzas. Holy grail, y'all. They are true low carb. They have a chicken and Parmesan crust. 4 carbs, 25 grams of protein. I eat the whole thing, so I get twice that. 50 grams of protein and 8 carbs. That is true low carb. These are so delicious, and I eat these at least once a week. Okay, next, Joanna Alanis asked me if I had tried Honey Crisp apples. I cannot believe I had not. I used to eat Fuji's. Y'all, these are so delicious. They are sweet and tart. I eat one of these pretty daily. Apples do nothing to my blood sugar, so test that on yourself. I can eat apples pretty much all day long, and they do nothing to me. I love them. Okay, next, Kathy Haugen asked me if I had ever tried the Natural Calm. Y'all, she asked me that back in 2017. She was one of my first subscribers, and this was one of my first recommendations. It had never gotten into one of these videos. This is magnesium citrate. It's totally natural. This calms me so far down. I take a third of a serving. I love it. I put it in hot water and I sip it like tea, and it relaxes me so much. I can't ever see myself not keeping this around. This calms me right down. Okay, next, Wendy asked me if I had ever tried the Lancome Cold Remedy. I had never heard of these. I love them. They come in a little package like that, and you snap it off, and this pulls out like a swab. And you swab your nasal cavities. It's supposed to shorten colds. I don't know that it does that. But when you have a cold, you know how it gets real dry but runny at the same time? Makes your sinuses just hurt. This feels so good and kind of moisturizes when everything's just feeling sore and uncomfortable. I love these Lancome swabs. Okay, and then the last one. Kathy Price asked me if I watched Survivor. Y'all, I'm obsessed with Survivor, and I thought I was probably the only one still watching it. Well, I've missed the past couple of episodes. She said you can find Survivor on Amazon, so I did, and my husband and I enjoyed that all through the Christmas season. So I knew about Survivor, but I did not know I could get it on Amazon, and I loved it. And that is everything for this edition of My Subby Made Me Buy It. Y'all keep your recommendations coming. You absolutely give me my best products. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.